Our callings in life are better understood as God-given rather than self-chosen. This is so important for all of us, but to illustrate this, let's consider a recent high school graduate who is making big choices in his or her life. Some of the biggest choices this person will make in their whole life are being made right now. Consider that. Choices like, which college should I go to? Should I even go to college? Which major should I choose? Should I switch my major now? What's God really calling me to do? Should I continue playing the sport that I loved in high school? Or is it time to hang up the cleats? What about relationships? Is that one from my past really worth investing in, or is it time to look for something new? What about work? How do I balance work and school and study and play and all of the activities of life? It all seems so daunting and overwhelming. Of course, the choices we make in life are important. I do not want to be dismissive of that. But the truth is, when it comes to our callings in life, most of the things that we're asked to do in Christ's name, we don't choose ourselves. God gives them to us. Our callings in life should be thought of as God-given rather than self-chosen. What would happen if you started to think of your vocations in this way? Of course, there's things that you do choose in life, but actually, when you begin to think about the present tense, this worldly, ordinary callings that you have in life, very few of them you actually pick for yourself. How many of you actually got to choose who your mom and dad were? Probably nobody. What about your siblings? Nah, you're kind of stuck with them. Your neighbors? Well, you might move into a neighborhood because you like the neighborhood, but neighbors kind of come and go, so most of your neighbors you don't choose. How about your classmates or coworkers? You don't get to vote somebody off the island. It doesn't work like that. And yet, each of the individual people, the faces in your life, have a calling attached to them for you to fulfill. Now, how does this change the way you look at these callings if you see them as God-given rather than self-chosen? I want to share with you a quote from the book that helps illustrate the idea that God gives us our callings. For every man, his neighbor is a moving reality to which God's command is joined. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Without his having any choice, his neighbor is given to him. And what that means is, don't get too concerned and anxious about all the many choices that you have. Rather, begin to think about the things that God has given you to do and to concentrate on those things, the things that you can actually control. When we begin to think about things as being God-given, we know that means that there's both blessings and burdens that come with them. If a person is given to me as a calling, that might have tremendous blessings attached to it, but there's also some burdens as well. In either case, we're still called to be faithful in fulfilling those callings. On page 129 of the text, I talk about 4 sacred gifts of God-given callings. Number 1, the people that you encounter daily have God-given value. 2, our callings come with God-given strength to fulfill them when they are difficult. 3, there is God-given grace given to us when we fail at our callings, which we will, daily, a lot. In Jesus Christ, we have grace and forgiveness for that. And 4, finally, God-given joy is given in fulfilling them. Think about it in this way. If these callings are from God and given to us, then they will come with all these gifts. People have value because they are given to us by God. We are given strength because God has given us these callings to fulfill. God has promised us grace to fulfill these callings. And fourthly, there is joy because they are from God. We can have joy in the fulfilling of each of them. So don't forget, you have callings. They're happening right now. They are in the ordinary, everyday things of your life. You don't have to escape away from this world in order to do something special and important from God. And God is giving you these callings. They are from Him to you. God bless you as you continue to explore your callings for life.